It is Sunday, February 1st, and I was making these rear brake lines for the Charger, and I thought, well, maybe somebody wants to watch me do this, and maybe somebody doesn't. So that person who doesn't can tune out, because I'm going to go ahead and film myself making these brake lines. I already started on it, so this one's going to go out of the proportioning valve down to where the body is. It's going to come down. This is going to ride right next to the inner fender well right here, and then right about down here somewhere is where it's going to actually connect to the brake line. So that's what we're going to do. So maybe I'll cut this a little bit long. And in case you guys don't know why they put these, look at how perfect that is. Huh? See that? Yeah, take your time, make a good brake line. It's going to be there a while. So I just take a big socket, you know, depending on what size I want to make. And this one is 1 3/4 inch round, just so it has, enough to do its thing. And the reason why they do that is because this is connected to the firewall, or connected to the brake proportioning valve, and that could, when you're driving, move around, vibrate, the bot between the firewall and the body, and the fender well, and the frame rail connector down here where it's going to be connected to. They're going to have a little bit of flex to them, so you always want to just kind of add a little loop so that you have give. Pretty much is all really it is for. Yes sirree, Bob. I am going to look at this over here. I'm just staring at this, trying to get a guess on how much I'm going to need to cut this. So I'm going to set that gently over there as to not scratch the paint. So that's going to connect to the rear brake line over there. So I'm going to just bend that up, bring that over, and then the circle is probably going to be somewhere right around over there. And then hook that up, and then the rear will be ready for hydraulic fluid. Dot 4. Gonna use dot 4. All right, so let me get inside here and bend that into position. So that's going to be about there. And so it'll come out here, go behind here, and it drops down, does this little curly Q thing, then it's just going to come out and go right into there. Easy as pie. Easy peasy lemon squeezy pie. So, how much extra do I think I'm gonna need? I think, let's see, this is going to be like that. Okay. And that goes down, 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 down. Yep. Just give a little bit extra. Everything's getting so expensive these days, I don't want to cut too much extra. Well, I should have wound this to the inside. See, it should be actually winding on the inside, but that's okay. Just means that this is going to have kind of a weird bend in it. Always that position that you can't get your hand in. Right. This has got to open up. That's what the problem is. Alright. Just go over just a little. Crescent, the world's most famous adjustable jaw wrench. If you don't have one of these, well, you're probably a professional. Okay, so need a little bit more bend here. Oh. You know what? And those, if they would have bent the other direction, how about if I just bend those? Yeah. How about that? How about that? I'll do that. So, I need this to be on this side and in the other way. So we'll just needs way over there. There we go. Too much. So let me look at it from the inside. Like it. It's going to be just fine. Yeah, I think maybe just to start getting a little bit tighter bend and then back down and over. Try that. So I'll just clamp it on here. Don't smash it closed. Okay, you just give it a little bit just to hold it. Now I'm just gonna give that a little bit more bend. All right. Don't want to get in the way of adjusting that or that, so maybe bend it about here, down. Right? All right, we got the bender. Let's see, that's 45 degrees. Right there. Maybe we need to go about 70 degrees. Degrees down. Okay, so now I want it to come out this way. And down there. So I'll give it a little bit of a bend so I know which way I'm going. But it needs to be bent just a little more. It's tedious work if you actually care about what the bends look like. If you don't care what the bends look like, then just bend them any old way you want. Make it look like shit if you want to. And they do make softer brake line. Next time I'm going to get that stuff. And right there. See that? That was a pretty good guess on the length, wasn't it? So, back here, down there, I might mount it, you know, right here or something, maybe, or out over here, or maybe right here. Yeah, I think I'll just mount it here, and then that'll keep that nice and tight. Sweet. Okay, well, I'm going to flange this end, dial it in, and we'll be right back after these commercial messages. All right. Don't forget to put your that thing on there. So this is going to kind of go in about even with that bit right there, that chuck. We're going to chuck it in. Alright, and then the first one is going to be the inverted bit. Kind of looks like that. Then the next one is the 45. The cone. But this one first. So make sure that that little nipple goes down inside the brake line. And the brake line. And I can't see anything because I'm not wearing my glasses. There we go. Is that it? I don't know. Can you guys see that? That was it. Tighten it up. Squish her on down. And then just put that in your inverted end, just like that. Close it up. Give her a nice 45 on the end. Up. Loosen the chuck. Pull it out. Nice. Take one of these, go in there and you clean it out.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very interesting, Clink.
Very darling. Yes, darling. It is very interesting.
Uh-oh. I need my butt connector. Well, it would have been called a butt connector if it was electrical. Very interesting. I will send you to the Russian front, Clink.
Oh, don't. You can't do that. I have a prison to run.
So, nice. One down.
How many more to go?
Two. Well, I could theoretically plug the top one, just put a plug in it and run both of them off of a splitter, off of one line, but I'm not. I'm gonna make two. Yeah, one's gonna go for this wheel and the other one will go for the other wheel. I'm thinking this is gonna be for this side and this one. It's probably gonna sneak around this way and do the same thing and go back there, come up over the hump and go over to that wheel.
So what purpose do these things serve?
Stopping the car.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, your brake fluid flows through there.
Oh. Okay.
Put your brake fluid in here, you put your foot on the pedal, it pushes.
So these are the brake lines then?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So they're metal. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not rubber.
No. Well, they're rubber in places where they need to be, like to go to from the body to the axle in the back. Because the axle moves around, you can't have a solid, so you need a rubber line to be able to move up and down with the rear end.
So if one wanted to cut someone's brakes, the brake lines, they'd go for that?
Yeah, in the back, or you know, underneath the car anywhere. There's that one right there runs all the way to the back.
Oh shit, and you got...
All right, I got started on the first one, which means I put my double flange on here and grab the socket because I want to make a really tight bend, and the machine just doesn't make very good tight bends. So I just use a socket. Might work. Okay, so how far do I gotta go before I have to bend it? So let's go over here. So it's gonna go here. I'm gonna have it come across here. I wanted it a little tighter, but it just isn't gonna work. So I'm gonna come out here and go back down here and then back down the same the same as the other one. So I want the bend between this point. Yeah. So I'm going to start my bend by putting a mark where I want my bend to start. And then it obviously is going to go the opposite way that this one is going. So there, round, and right there. Make my mark where I want my bend to start. See, this has got to come down and go down and then go under that subframe over there. So yeah, I'm going to have to cut it like way over here. Oh well, we just have to buy more if we don't have enough. I'm going to give myself just a little more. All right. You know what I didn't do? I didn't give myself enough room to give it a curly cue. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to continue this just down. There we are. Nice? Nice. Okay. So, yeah, I think I do have enough to make a nice bend here. Let's see. Which way do I want it to go? No. That ate up all my length. I still need more to come down here and go up there. I think only one bend. Well, you know what sucks? This bend right here is this bend right here. So I'm that much too short. This needs to bend up and then just come down over. It's that much too short, and I would really like to have 2 loops here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just order more brake line and remake this. I hate to remake things, but sometimes that's the way it goes. If I would have just cut that maybe another foot, I would have had plenty. I think I might have enough on what's left of this one, but I'm still going to need more to cross over the bell housing, cross the firewall, and get to the other side. So I'm going to order some more anyway. Anyway, it's Sunday night. I got to work tomorrow. Oh, tired. But this was looking really good too. That's what sucks. This one was fitting really nice. I would like a double loop here, and I just need more to come up and over and do that, because it's supposed to go under the frame. And yes, I do have the spring material, and I will be putting that on. So, crikey. Have a good night. We will see you mañana. Okay, it's the next day. The other brake line that I made yesterday, I was just a little bit short. It wasn't going to make it all the way up. So I remade it. This time I got a double loop on it here. And it's going to go right down in here. Well, back here. It's just, oh no, how is it going to go in? Oh no. There we are. Okie dokie. See? It's going to be a little tough to slide in there, huh? Okay, there we go. Down, down. And okay. Okay, we have to do a little bit of bending. So I got to bend it here, get it to come back to the fender well, and then straighten it up to go up there. Okay, we'll probably just have to put something to hold these two together so they don't clink around. But I think that's going to be just fine right there. So now I just need to make this one. And I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll make that other one, and then well, I hope you guys are approving of my work. First time for everything, right? It's the first time for everything. Okay. All right, we're done with this video. Like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. We'll talk to you later.